GameCube Games, PS1, PSP, NES, Vita, and PS4. Let's go. What's good, everyone? So a lot of y'all have mentioned in the comments that you like when we just jump straight into video game hunting. So that's what we're doing. We're actually about to go pick up a deal off Facebook Market. It's a Nintendo Switch game that we've been wanting to get for a while. So let's go pick it up. I appreciate the deal.
Yeah, no problem.
You said 15 was cool?
Yep.
You guys don't have any older type of games you're looking to sell by chance, do you? I saw the Switch stuff, but...
We're thinking, we're trying to convince our son to get rid of his 360 and get him an Xbox One.
Okay, gotcha.
But we're not at that point yet.
No like old Nintendo or Sega or anything like that?
No, I don't have anything like that anymore.
No problem.
I got rid of all that.
Cool. I know how it goes. Take it easy. Thank you. All right, guys. The deal just went down, and the game we picked up is Minecraft. Y'all know we are addicted to this freaking game here on the channel. No insert or no manual. I don't know if this game had a manual, but hey, we paid $15 for this game. Not like a crazy deal, but usually this game sells for like $20, $25. This is for the collection though, so not looking to flip, but just wanted to bring you guys along for the ride. Let's keep going. Next up, we gotta hit up Goodwill while we are out and about. Let's go. All right, guys, I see some Xbox games. Let's see what we got. We got Madden 06. That's not a game. Oh, we got Blitz. Pretty fun game there, so don't know. We'll see. Cabela's Deer Hunt. NASCAR. Oh, it's just getting worse. What we got? Ooh, Black Hawk Down. And we got a PS3 game, Fight Night Round 3 for, whoa, good, we ain't paying that price. $3.99. I don't know about any of these, but maybe. We'll see. All right, guys, so we opened up Black Hawk Down, and it's actually Burnout, but the disc is cracked. It's cracked a little too much for my liking, so we are going to have to pass on this one. Hey, what you looking at? Okay, guys, we came across some random PSP games. We got NBA Live 08, and these are $2.99 a piece. And we have MLB The Show 08. Nothing too crazy. It's just kind of cool to see some PSP games, so I thought we'd just show them off. Guys, we came across another game, and it's $2.99. No! All right, guys, and that's how most Goodwill trips look, unfortunately. Let's keep going. Guys, it is a new day, and we came across a new deal. We were on Facebook Market. We always check Facebook Market, and we saw a bunch of strategy guides listed for, I think it was like 20 bucks. I was like, hey, are these negotiable? They said, we'll do 15, and I was like, that's fine. There's some pretty good strategy guides. Let's go pick them up. Got the, what was that Super Nintendo? Oh, we said 15 was cool?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I'm surprised nobody picked this stuff up.
Yeah, that's right.
You got other games for sale, or not right now?
Not right now.
Not right now?
I haven't been through them yet.
Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate it, man. Hey, you have a good day.
Yeah, get some more stuff.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you. We're going to take a look when we get back to the house, but pretty cool. Guys, we are back at the house, and I'm pretty sure they threw in some bonus stuff. I definitely saw something on top of the strategy guides that was not included in the Facebook Market picture. Let's take an up close look. Oh, at all of this stuff. All right, y'all, we got all the strategy guides right here. What do you guys think these are going to be? Y'all probably already saw the top one, but I'm curious if y'all have any idea what the rest are. Let's just go ahead and dive on into them. So the first one we have up top is some sort of, oh, awesome. So we have The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This is the Wii version, and it is the Premier Edition. It's definitely like pretty stained, but this was not shown in the photo that I saw on Facebook Market. So this right here is basically just a bonus. This is pretty cool. I don't know if we have this strategy guide in our collection. It definitely is kind of chunky. Like, this is going to take up a lot of space, but I am a sucker for these strategy guides, y'all. So I'm pretty stoked on this. And as far as I'm concerned, this is like a bonus. So pretty cool. Next up, we've got this Pokedex. So all 493 Pokemon and post-story guide. And this says Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So this is pretty cool. I don't really know the value of this, but I will throw up some values up on the screen. Once again, we spent $15 on everything, so I feel like we can't really go wrong for that type of price. But yeah, these are pretty cool, and it looks like, what is this right here? It looks like someone, oh, that's cool. You got the little notes, so somebody was like actually using this at some point, which is awesome. I'm hoping that this stuff had some pretty good use at some point. Now I feel like I don't really know how much of this would get used, but it's really cool just to kind of go back and look. Very nostalgic, I feel like, for a lot of people. So pretty cool so far. Next up, what is it? More Pokemon? Yes. So we got Diamond and Pearl, the official Pokemon scenario guide. Double-sided poster inside. I haven't seen any posters yet. And okay, I thought maybe that was a poster. So this is pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to keep all of these in the collection, but I'm definitely going to add at least 1 or 2 of them. And then we'll probably just sell off the rest and use that money to get some video games that we'd rather have. But this is really cool. Never came across this one before. Next up, we've got, oh, another one. So all 482 plus 8 Pokemon. So this is volume 2. And then I guess this is volume 1. So Diamond and Pearl, and then once again Diamond and Pearl. And there's 2 volumes. I don't know how many volumes they made in total, but once again, pretty cool. Next up, we have Emerald version. Oh my gosh, this is so sick. I feel like if any of these were gonna have some good value, it would probably be this one, because this game in general is usually like pretty spiked in price. So I would think the actual strategy guide is probably worth a good bit. So that's cool. I don't think there's like a poster in this, and if there was, it looks like somebody already grabbed it. But still, pretty awesome. Y'all drop some comments. Let me know if you like nerding out about strategy guides. Let's see. Oh yes, Diamond and Pearl, the official guide for the Nintendo DS. That is so sick. Oh my god. I'm gonna have a hard time picking like which one I want to keep for the collection. I feel like it might be this one, and then we'll probably keep that Zelda one too. I don't know if I need to have this one in the collection or not, but we will see, guys. And there we go. Fire Red and Leaf Green. These are so sick. Oh man, sorry, I'm flipping through kind of fast, but if we were gonna flip through, we'd be here literally like all day looking through all this stuff. So guys, once again, we spent $15. I don't know why no one decided to pick these up. So maybe just someone looked at them and just thought they were all junk, but hey, one man's junk is another man's treasure. Wow, that was a pretty cool find, and that's why we stay on the hunt. That's why we're constantly checking Facebook Market. I don't know if you'd have like this type of luck in like a thrift store, but maybe. Like, I feel like if you check the magazine section, you're probably bound to find a strategy guide here and there. But being able to get like a nice little collection of them for the price we paid was pretty cool. Anyways, guys, let's keep going. And speaking of let's keep going, let's go ahead and thank the sponsor for today's video. And that sponsor is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning and just wants to explore their creativity and learn new skills. Do you have a specific skill that you're trying to learn? Skillshare is the perfect place to start. From photography to illustration to graphic design and much more, you can find classes that will match your goals and interests. Some of the benefits of Skillshare include it's ad-free, so you can stay in the zone while you're exploring new skills. There are new premium classes launched each week, so there's always something new to discover, and the entire catalog is now available with subtitles in Spanish, French, Portuguese, and even German. Now you guys know I can't just be over here talking about something without experiencing it for myself. So of course I hopped up onto Skillshare and I checked out one of the classes that looked interesting. The name of that class was called Video Editing with Final Cut Pro. From beginner to YouTuber, you guys know we can always use some extra help when it comes to editing, and that's exactly what this class had to offer. The teacher's name was Ali Abdal, and he had a lot of great insight and just overall tips for editing in general. So I thought it was pretty useful. All right, guys, and if any of y'all are interested in joining Skillshare, you can check out the link below. It's going to be in the description. The first 1,000 people who use that link will get a free month of Skillshare. Thanks again. Now let's get back to the show. What is good, everyone? We are about to hit up the pawn shop. I freaking loved going to this place. Fingers crossed that we find some good games. Alright guys, we just got to the pawn shop, and we got Mario, bases loaded, we got Monopoly, we got more, and Pro-Am. Alright guys, they brought out some more games. We got real quick, I have to just punch in and kind of explain what is happening here. So I get to the pawn shop, I'm looking around at the games. That's what I always do when I get there. And one of the workers comes up to me and he's like, hey, I've got these NES games. They've basically been sitting now for a little bit. He's like, I'll sell them to you for $2 a piece if you get all 4 of them. And I'm like, I'm looking at the games. There's nothing too crazy here, but you guys know how I am about cartridge-based games. If they're cheap enough, even if it's like a sports game, I'm probably going to pick it up. And I think they know that about me at this point because I see these guys like 2 or 3 times a week whenever I go to their pawn shop. So they just know me at this point. So we go through these games. I'm like, all right, that's fine. And then he's like thinking, he's like, you know what? I think I have some GameCube games too that haven't sold. Would you be interested in those? And I look at him, I'm like, come on, GameCube? Like that's a no-brainer, especially right now with how hot GameCube stuff has been. I don't care what GameCube games he has, I'm probably going to pick them up. So he brings out all these random loose GameCube games. We're looking through them and he's like $3 a piece. And I'm looking at him like, I'm trying not to look at him like crazy because I'm like, okay, like, sure. And pretty much what they're telling me is a lot of this stuff is just sitting. So they're like willing to cut me a deal on a bunch of it, which is really cool. This is like the first time this has happened. And as we're going through the games, he's literally going through all of the different shelves they have there. They were looking at the PS4 games, they're looking at the Vita games, and he's just throwing out all these prices to me. And it's so cheap that I can't say no. I'm gonna show you guys the receipts as well, just so you can kind of see what's going on. But anyways, let's get back to it. Oh my God. Guys, I was not expecting to buy the freaking entire pawn shop today, but here we go. Oh my freaking God, y'all. That was freaking nuts. It's important to make those connections. Let's go. Guys, we are back at the house. We got to take an up-close look at that freaking epic pawn shop score. Let's check it out. All right, guys, so there was actually 2 different transactions that took place. As you guys can see, though, look at these prices. $2, $2, $2. Over here, we got 5, 4, 5. This one was 15, which we'll talk about that one here in a second. It was a Game Boy Advance game. $2, $2, $1. And then over here as well, same thing, 3, 3, 3. Basically, long story short, one of the dudes was about to get off work, so he went ahead and, like, cashed me out for the first order, and then they rung me up separate for the other one. Normally, I'd be like, come on, guys, because we're basically paying an extra amount of tax because of that, but the deal was so good, I was just like, you know what? It does not matter. So, yeah, this is pretty much what we ended up spending. It was $23.76 plus $66.96 for everything. We're going to go through these as they were bringing them out to me, like little by little. So first, they had the NES games. So we have Mario Bros, Duck Hunt, and let's see what price. Okay, so this is the price they had it at some point, was $6. And I think this was just sitting there for so long. He's like, hey man, $2, come on, you can't beat that. And I was like, all right, fine, $2, I'll pay $2, whatever. So we got Mario Bros, Duck Hunt. We have Monopoly, which they had this price at $8 at one point. And I mean, it's not that bad. We might be able to get that sticker off too, so we'll see about that. We have RC Pro-Am, and you can see they had it priced at $8 at one point. And then we have Bases Loaded 2. They had this at 15, and I think the only reason they had it at 15 was, well, one, you have this actual authentic Nintendo case, which to me, that already alone is worth the $2. But, you know, it's not really a game that I personally care about, but having the actual manual for it is kind of cool. So, yeah. All right, guys, and next up is the GameCube lot that we got. Of course, once again, you can see the prices that they had on them, but these are not the prices we spent, which is freaking amazing. So $3 a piece for all of these GameCube games. We got Tack and the Power of Juju. It looks like it does have some Sharpie on here, but you know, we ain't gonna be complaining, especially for $3 a game. Next up, we have Beautiful Joe Red Hot Rumble. So that is pretty cool. Next up, we have WrestleMania X8. Next up, we have Star Wars Bounty Hunter. We've got The Incredibles. And we have Serious Sam. Now, I actually do have some of these games already. I don't have this one, but we don't have the case. So it just depends. Sometimes I want to keep games even if they're loose. Like, I'll probably play this first before we do anything with it. But since we don't have the case in the manual, I don't know if I want to just hold on to this loose. We'll decide that at some point. All right, and next up, we got a couple of PSP games. So they charged me $1 for one of these, and then $3 for the other one. They were just basically going through, looking at their prices, and they were kind of giving me a price based on, you know, they didn't want to lose like money whenever they're selling this stuff, which means they probably got a lot of this stuff in super cheap. But that's just kind of how it goes, especially on the business side of things. So I was fine with that. We got Infected. The cover art is kind of damaged, but that's okay. Look, they had it $15 at one point. So we got it for a pretty good deal. And then we got Lumen's Puzzle Fusion. So definitely like a cheaper game, but hey, I always love adding new PSP games to the collection. All right, and next up, we got some PS Vita games, guys. You know we do not see Vita games on the channel, especially for a good deal. We paid $5 a piece for 3 of these, and then $4 for one of them. I don't remember which one. They were just throwing out these prices, and they were too cheap, so I couldn't say no. But guys, we got Ridge Racer. So that's pretty cool. More Vita games. We got Asphalt Injection. Okay. I think another racing game is what it sounds like. I'm not sure exactly, but I think that's what that is. We got Wipeout 2048. And then we have, what is this? Spy Hunter. So, guys, once again, we could not say freaking no. Next up, guys, we have, here we go. So the story behind this. They're looking at this game. They literally look at me and they go, look it up on eBay. I'm like, okay. Because they know, like, games fluctuate. They know values go up and down. And at the time of filming, I'm looking it up. I'm even showing him the sold listings on eBay. This is, like, how close we're kind of becoming, which is cool because I give them a lot of business. And at the same time, they cut me a lot of deals, which is amazing. You guys got to build up those relationships. Anyways, we got Mega Man Battle Network 3, Blue, however you're going to say this, Mega Man Blue Battle Network 3, I don't know. I'm looking it up. I'm seeing sold listings all over the place. I saw one for 25. I saw one for 40. I saw 35. They had it for 30, and they said, hey, how about $15? And I was like, okay. Like, I didn't really have to think about it, but I was just like, all right, let's do it. So we added this one as well. As we were going through all of the different games, they pulled this one out. We got 2 Extreme Greatest Hits PS1, and we have Freestyle Motocross McGrath versus Pastrana. And these were, if I'm not mistaken, I think we got these for $2 a piece. They were either 2 a piece or one a piece. I can't remember, but I want to say it was $2 a piece. Once again, I was fine with that, so not too bad. And guys, I think apart from the GameCube games, the stuff that I'm the most excited about were these PS4 games. So this was kind of funny. We're looking at them, and he's like, we're kind of building a stack. We ended up having like 2 small stacks. It was like 4 games and like 5 games. And he looks at the other worker, and he's just like, all right, we're going to do some of these for $4, and we're going to do some of these for $3. And I just looked at him like, okay, man, like, I don't know where these prices are coming from, but I'm completely fine with paying them. So let's check them out. We got Until Dawn, PS4 games that we do not have. We have Extinction. Y'all drop some comments and let me know if any of these games are fun. We've got Agents of Mayhem, Legal Action Pending DLC. Okay, I'm sure the DLC is probably gone, but maybe it's in there. I do not know. We have Just Cause 3. I feel like we have this one in the collection. I could be wrong. It might be one of the other Just Cause games, but if we don't have this, then that's awesome. I've heard these games are pretty fun, so we'll have to check and see. Another random game, we have Citadel Forged with Fire. We've got Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I've heard pretty good things about Mirror's Edge on PS3. I don't know. I'm assuming this is like a sequel, unless it's like a remake or HD version or whatever. Y'all drop a comment and let me know. But I have heard about Mirror's Edge on PS3, so that's pretty cool. Next up, we have The Evil Within. I've heard this series is pretty crazy. I don't think this is the type of game I'm personally gonna want to play. Y'all know I'm a giant baby, but I'll probably watch like a walkthrough of this game. So we might do that at some point, and then maybe we'll sell this one off. Next up, we've got, what is this? Lichdom Battle Mage. I don't know, guys. It's just a bunch of random PS4 games, and hey, if they're games they couldn't sell, that might mean they're not that great, or that just might mean, you know, people aren't interested in them for whatever reason, until you get someone like me who is going to come along and just buy the whole store, apparently. But guys, we got Dead Rising 2 HD. It is loose with the GameStop case, but somebody mentioned recently, sometimes you're able to go into your local GameStop, and if they have the actual case, they might trade with you. Now, I think that means if you bought the game from GameStop, we didn't get this from GameStop, so we don't have a receipt. I don't know if they'll do that or not, but I thought that was a really cool tip, and that's something that I definitely want to try out soon. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick second. We're going to throw this stuff here into price charting, and let's just see how we did. Went ahead and put all of the PS4 games into price charting, and we're looking at a potential value of $68.94, which is pretty cool considering we only ended up spending, I think it was like close to like $100 or whatever. I'll total it up, of course, after all this. But this is pretty much already like a good deal considering what we spent. And the most notable thing on here is The Evil Within. Looks like a lot of this other stuff is pretty low dollar stuff, but hey, it's all good. It's games that we didn't have for the collection, games that we want to play. Went ahead and took the NES games, the PSP games, the PS1 games, and Mega Man on the Game Boy Advance. Threw it all into price charting, and guys, we're looking at about $97.44 in potential value. The highest valued thing on here is Mega Man Battle Network 3, which is pretty cool because, like I said, they asked me to look at it on eBay. I literally showed them the different sold listings on my phone, and they still cut me a deal for $15 on that game. Next up, guys, we took these Vita games, and of course, we threw them into price charting, and y'all, Vita stuff is hot. Look at that, $94.45, and the most expensive one on there is Ridge Racer. I figured we were getting a pretty good deal at $4 or $5 a game, but I was honestly expecting like most of these games to be in the like $12 to $15 range. So to see the $20 to the $30 range is pretty crazy. All right, guys, and last but not least, the GameCube games, and total potential value here is $91.90. The most notable thing on here is that Serious Sam game, Next Encounter. Definitely looking forward to trying it out. Like I said, I don't know if it'll end up staying in the collection, but maybe if we can find a cheap case and manual, I'll definitely consider it. Guys, we say it all the time here on this channel, but it's always very important to make those connections. One of the really cool things that we talked about when I was at the pawn shop with the people that were cutting me these deals, I was like, hey, if you guys want to do this like once a month and just go through all your inventory, I was like, I don't care if they're like the bad games, I don't care if they're the good games, like whatever they are, if you guys are willing to cut me a really cheap price per game, most likely I'm going to pick them up. And I think at this point, they know that I'm being very truthful when I say that because I'm in there all the freaking time. So build up those relationships, super important. That is going to be it for today's episode. I appreciate all of y'all. Go ahead and drop a comment and let me know what your favorite thing was. Was it some of those GameCube games? Was it the Vita games? Like, y'all drop a comment. Let me know. I love hearing from you guys. Till next time. Peace.